fabulous people, welcome to This is Private Practice, where I am up to my fourth one of these today. That's 2.4 litres of water that I have drunk today. Go me! It is 4:57 p.m. on today, the 1st of August. We are now in the 8th month of the year. Who was that just freaked out? And in writing my blog post today, I calculated that there are only 20 more weekends until Christmas. And don't you hate me just now? I hate knowing that. I hate that sort of stuff with a passion. It's like, I've only just started to get into my year. Don't tell me the year end is coming. But that's okay. 20 is a big number. We can deal with 20 more weekends until Christmas. And if anybody wants to post that they've already finished their Christmas shopping, I will probably not have very kind things to say in replying to your comment. Just saying it how it is. How are you? Did you notice that I didn't do a This is Private Practice yesterday? Because to be honest, yesterday and today, I have felt ordinary. I was sad, I was flat, and my self-talk wasn't doing so great. And this morning, I woke up feeling a bit ordinary again. I'm not sick, just flat. So I took myself for a walk, and it was the best thing I could have done. I went for a 20-minute walk. I made sure I got my heart rate up. I was outside in the sunshine, and it really did help elevate my mood. So the last couple of nights I haven't been sleeping very well, and it's not just because of all the coffee I drink, people. I generally have a love-hate relationship with sleep, whereas I personally love to sleep. However, my body doesn't always enjoy sleeping. So we have a bit of a fight going on there. It's a great way to get lots of audiobooks listened to when you can't sleep. Whether or not I actually retain anything I listen to is another question. Whether or not having earbuds in my ears and someone talking at me is actually stopping me from sleeping, who knows? It's just a thing. It just is, and it'll be gone. This doesn't last forever. I just wanted to bring to your attention that for the last couple of weeks, I haven't had to talk to you about cash flow. That's because the cash has flowed. So you may remember a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about how tight everything was, and I knew that there was an end in sight. And this is what happens when you get a really good understanding of how cash flows in your business. Now, in saying that, that doesn't mean that it's permission for me to go and spend and spend and spend. What it actually causes me to do is reflect and go, what have we got coming up? What am I going to need to be paying for? Are there things that we've been putting off buying that are now becoming really important to have in the business? And how do we make sure that we don't go back to that place where it felt like we were scraping through every Friday and renegotiating with all of our suppliers just to be able to pay for things? So the cash is a flow. Sometimes we need to help that tap turn itself on, but we also need to understand that as our businesses grow and as we have more moving parts in our business and we have more people relying on us in our business, the way we view our cash flow and interpret our cash flow needs to change. And we sometimes just need to suck up the fact that the cash has stopped flowing and we need to go fix it. So fixing it means we speak to people who owe us money, so debtors. And fixing it may mean speaking to creditors, so people we owe money to, making sure that we can pay them off a little bit at a time. It may also mean you need to go and get more work or do a cash flow. So some people have a cash engine, something that they can sell really quickly to a fairly large list of people so that they can generate some cash into their business. I personally have never made that work. I just dropped my pen that I was flicking with. I know other people who use cash engines to be really successful in helping them get through a difficult cash flow period. So there's things around there. But what I wanted to say was, you haven't heard me talk about it for a while because that hasn't been an issue for a while. Now, here's what I wanted to talk in today is how long does it actually take us to learn something? Something new, something different, something that isn't a nice neural pathway in our brain where we're so used to habitually doing that thing, like an initial interview or an intake call or writing a progress note or following up with a client. That stuff at once upon a time was hard. We hadn't done it before and we were terrified we were going to get it wrong. But how long does it take us to learn something? You see, I've been looking at all the online marketing going around at the moment to help people both grow their practices and grow their businesses. And we're being sold a lie. And it's really starting to annoy me. And I get why we're doing it. See, everybody wants cheap, free, and easy. And cheap and free, well, I can talk about that another day. But let's just think about this easy component. We want easy because we want an immediate result. We want easy because we're tired. We want easy because I need the result yesterday. We want easy because someone told me it was easy and I want it to be able to be easy. But when we're learning something new, is our expectation of something being easy unreasonable and unrealistic? And are we setting ourselves up to fail when something isn't easy? So I could not tell you how many articles and people online who wanted to show me how easy it was to set up an online sales funnel. You know, when I sang about how Infusionsoft spoke to Canva, which then spoke to Acuity, which then spoke to, what else did we have going on there? Anyway, I made up that little song and that was a whole heap of fun. But that whole technology integration piece, easy, easy peasy. 5 simple steps, 7 simple steps. Let me show you a video. Buy this thing and it will be done for you. Buy that thing, buy my coaching, buy my training, and that thing will be easy and no longer a problem. And I'm a sucker for easy. I will always choose convenience over cost. Might be one of the reasons why my cash flow dries up. I am impatient. I want things done yesterday. I don't have the patience to sit down and learn, and I will not put IKEA furniture together. I ain't got the time for that. But I've been sold a lie in that these things I'm trying to learn about online marketing and business building are being easy. So there's nothing easy about making a mistake. There's nothing easy about frustrations with technology not integrating. There's nothing easy with learning how to make technology integrate when you've never ever done it before. The same as it's not easy to learn how to copyright when you're so used to writing clinical work, clinical reports, clinical notes, talking about clients in the third person as a diagnosis and a set of symptoms, as opposed to a person who is attached to all sorts of psychodemographic information. So I think we really need to stop it in terms of expecting everything new to be easy. Because easy also implies we won't have to practice, it implies that we won't have to make mistakes, and it somehow implies that we won't have to implement. What happens if we don't implement? Nothing changes. We don't learn anything. We don't get a result. Well, we do. We get a result of safety because nothing changed. So I just really want us to be challenged by the marketing messages out there telling us that this thing is going to be easy. Now, something might be really easy. And now Canva is really easy. And I helped one of my practice building clients today, start creating their own lead page using lead pages. And that was easy. But I spent 4 weeks learning how to do that stuff. And I dedicated probably around 40 hours learning how to do that stuff. Not 10,000, not a master yet, but I learnt. I spent a lot of time in there invested in learning how to do it. So, speaking into cheap, free, and easy. Now, I'm not saying we need to go and find really complicated ways of doing things. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is maybe it's time we gave up the lie that easy is what everything is supposed to be and stop feeling like we're failing when something isn't easy and giving ourselves permission to go, I'm learning. And maybe, just maybe, we need to finish a project or learn one thing at a time and celebrate the fact that we've actually learnt that thing. So this is private practice with a challenge for you today. Where are you looking for the easy solution? Where do you want it to just be easy and you haven't done the work and you haven't implemented or you haven't practiced and you're frustrated and upset and annoyed and maybe you're feeling like a failure? It's time to stop it, and it's time to understand that building a business requires new knowledge, new learning, new skills, which means it requires the opportunity to practice, to implement, and to learn. Just like we did when we graduated from university, we get to do it again now. So we've all got the capacity to do it. We just need a reframe. So it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Yay. Fortunately, I have that planned and I'm going to go do that now because that's what you do when you are self-employed. So this is Private Practice, wishing you all a fabulous evening, and I look forward to talk to you again later this week. Bye-bye.